What's going on there, guys? It's your boy Dragon Master coming at you again with the second part of the last video. Like I said, I'm trying to keep these videos 20 minutes or less. Like I said, sometimes they do go a little over 20, but I'm trying something new. Try not to ramble and rant too much anymore. So, yeah. So, in the last video, I covered Chaos Emperor Dragon with its effect and everything, along with why it needed to come off the ban list, and then like a short recap of Konami needing to basically put Zodiac Barrage, Broad Bull, and Dryden on the ban list. And like I explained in the last video, I also wanted to talk about the cyberdark cards, along with some of their new support, along with the new support for the Red Eyes Black Dragon archetype as well. So just to kind of jump right into it, we're going to start this discussion with the cyberdarks, which of course would be Kill, Horn, Cannon, Claw, shit like that, the new Cyber Darkness Dragon, all that beautiful, beautiful shit. And this discussion actually stems from one of two things, really. The first thing is that, I've been seeing a lot here on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki site and all that other good shit through numerous other videos, so on and so forth, that the cyber dark cards, in the eyes of a lot of I guess you'd say competitive duelists, at least, that the cyber dark cards are basically trash. I'll agree and disagree on that. They might not be the most competitive of archetypes, especially if somehow they're built in, like, say, a standalone deck, which probably will never happen. However, as a splash-in engine with certain decks, I can see these cyberdark cards becoming very competitive in their own right. Another thing is, I have a friend. His name is Derek. Again, I might have mentioned him in a past video as well. He is, first off, he's the one that I said I wanted to do the deck profile on for his Dino build. He is also a big fan and a big supporter of the cyberdark cards. That being said, I will put this out there now. He fully intends to do to the cyberdark engine, the cyberdark archetype, what I'm attempting to do with just dragon-based decks in general. And that is the fact that he is going to be, over several R&D experiments, trying to make the cyberdark deck very highly competitive, so that it can cement its own rights in the competitive scene and kind of create, I guess you'd say, its own legacy into the competitive scene, as we've seen with so many other decks like Blue Eyes, like Galaxy Eyes, like fucking Zodiac. I'll never emphasize enough how much I despise Zodiac, but I respect them. I respect them. I'll put that out there now. I despise them, but I respect them. So to kind of just get into it, for some of you who might not be too familiar with some of the older cyberdark cards, we're going to start off here just real quick with cyberdark Keel. It is a level 4 dark attribute machine type monster, 800 attack, 800 defense. The effect for this card reads: when this card is normal summoned, select one level 3 or lower dragon type monster in your graveyard and equip it to this card. This card gains attack equal to the equip card's attack. If this card is destroyed by an opponent's monster, that's where. Oh, I'm sorry. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, inflict 300 points of damage to your opponent. If this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. So that's just a quick rundown of cyberdark heal. The next one, again, is kind of an OG monster for cyberdarks. Excuse me. And the next one is actually cyberdark horn. Again, it's a level 4 dark attribute machine type monster. 800 attack, 800 defense, and again, I'm only saying what these cards are, along with going along with their effects for all those who are not either familiar with the cards or new to the game. So the effect of this card reads, it's very one thing that a lot of the OG cyberdarks have, at least, is that their effects are almost kind of the same. But there are maybe like a few key differences to them. So anyway, the card of the card of this effect, yeah, the effect of this card is, when this card is normal summoned, select one level 3 or lower dragon type monster in your graveyard and equip it to this card. This card gains an attack equal to the equipped card's attack. During battle between this attacking card and a defense position monster whose defense is lower than the attack of this card, inflict the difference as battle damage to your opponent. So right there, you're looking at a card that does piercing damage. Yes, it has 800 attack, but depending on the level 3 or lower monster that you're equipping onto it, it can become very, very powerful. If I remember correctly, Baby Dragon, I think, is a level 3 dragon type monster. I might be wrong, but just to kind of use the dragon type and just an attack out there. So you're equipping a level 3 dragon type monster onto this card with an attack of, say, 1200, making the attack 2000. So I mean, that's not like real high on the attack scale, but it's decent. I won't lie, it's decent. So to finish it, if this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. So I mean, it's always the first and like the last half of these cards' effect that make them similar. Besides their attack and defensive power and their level and shit like that. But there's always something in their effect that makes them different. With cyberdark horn, it's the fact that he does piercing damage. With Keel, it was the fact that, you know, if it destroys a monster by battle, it inflicts 300 points of damage. The next one for the OG ones, anyway, before I get into like the OG spell card for it, and the fusion monster, is Cyberdark Edge. Once again, it's a level 4 dark attribute machine type monster, 800 attack, 800 defense. Same beginning effect, you know, when it's normal summon, select one level 3 or lower dragon type monster. From your graveyard, equip it. This card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. Same old bullshit. The difference here, this card can attack your opponent directly. If it attacks using this effect, its attack is halved during damage calculation only. So again, this could be a situation where the monster's got 2,000 attack points. If it attacks directly by using its effect, your opponent's only really taking 1,000. So I mean, it sucks in that aspect, but at the same time, it's like, whatever. I will say that 9 times out of 10, if you are running a Cyberdark deck, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be using these cards as just standalone cards on the field. You're actually going to be holding on to those as much as you possibly can to summon into like Cyberdark Dragon. So of course to finish with that, if this card would be destroyed by a battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. You guys already know that bullshit. So before I get into the spell card, we're going to go straight to the boss monster for the cyberdarks, being cyberdark dragon. Cyberdark dragon is a level 8 dark attribute machine type fusion monster. The monsters required for it to be fused are, of course, cyberdark horn, edge, and keel. Its effect states that this monster cannot be special summoned except by fusion summoning. When this monster is special summoned, select one dragon type monster in your graveyard and equip it to this card. This card gains attack equal to the equipped card's attack. So right there is where we cut out levels. Whereas horn, edge, and kill by themselves each require you to equip a level 3 or lower dragon type monster from the graveyard. Cyberdark Dragon does not. It can be a level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There might even be a few level like 12s. Level 12 dragons in the game as well. Now, of course, unlike its counterparts in Cyberdark Kill, Edge, and Horn, it doesn't rely on level either. Which means this card isn't restricted to, like, say, just normal dragons, effect dragons, synchro, pendulum, fusion dragons, you know, stuff like that. You can also use Xyz dragon type monsters as well. And again, for it having 1,000 attack points, you wouldn't think that'd be a big deal, but if you're equipping a 4,500 to 5,000 beat stick onto this card, if the dragon you're equipping doesn't have a higher attack, you know, you're already looking, let's say it's 4,500, and they'll just throw out there real quick a few 4,500 attack point monsters, dragon type monsters anyway, would be Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, Neo Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, Chaos number 107 Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Those are 3 right off the bat there, along with Neo Ultimate Dragon and the original Ultimate Dragon. I know there's quite a few others in the game. I'm just using those 5 as an example. So right there, you're equipping one of those monsters. It's got 4,500 attack points. On top of a monster that already comes stock with 1,000, you're looking at a 5,500 beat stick right off the bat just by using that effect. Because again, it's not limited to level. You can use any dragon type monster in your graveyard. It don't matter. It don't matter. It could be a level 3,000 fucking monster, and you could, a dragon type monster you can still use. I know they don't go to 3,000, but you know, just saying. Along with that, to get back to its effect real quick here, I got a feeling I'll be doing a part 3 for the Red Eye support. So to get back to this effect, this card gains 100 attack points for each monster in your graveyard. So again, if the situation comes up to where you're equipping this with a 4,500 attack point monster, and say you have another, I don't know, 10 monsters in the graveyard, you know, you just equip this card with 4,500 extra points, and now it's gaining, let's see, another 10 monsters, another, what, 1,000 points? So you're staring down your opponent will be staring down the barrel of a 6,500 attack point monster at that point. So it's like, what the fuck? You know, this card is relatively weak, but considering its effect, it's very strong. And to round out its effect, if this card would be destroyed by a battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead, like Cyberdark, Horn, Keel, and Edge. But again, it's not limited to level for the dragon type monster, so it can literally be any dragon type monster that's in your graveyard. Holy fuck! Then its spell card is, of course, Cyberdark Impact. Its effect reads: return 1 Cyberdark Horn, Edge, and Keel from your side of the field or graveyard to your deck. Special summon 1 Cyberdark Dragon from your extra deck. This special summon is treated as a fusion summon. Excuse me. So right there, I mean, necessarily, you don't even have to use cards like Polymerization and stuff like that. You know, you just need this. You don't need Powerball, you don't need Polymerization, you don't need Future Fusion, nothing like that. Just need this. Because, I mean, literally, it works with those 3 cards either on your side of the field, in your hand, or in your graveyard. So it's like, what the hell? You know, it's like a souped up version of Polymerization, basically. Some of the new support. I don't think I have all the support up here. Then again, I don't know what all they've gotten as far as new support. But, you know, just to go into their new support, the first one is going to be their spell card. It's a field spell. Cyberdark Inferno. Your opponent cannot target Cyberdark effect monsters you control equipped with this card. Interesting. I'm sorry. Equipped with equipped cards with card effects. Oh, that's kind of a weird first effect. Whatever. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Okay. So basically, they can't be destroyed by battle if they have an equipped card. And they can't be destroyed by card effects if they have an equipped card. So, technically speaking, they're an immortal breed of monsters now? Interesting. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below on that one. Let's see. To continue with its effect, you can target 1 Cyberdark monster you control, return it to the hand. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon 1 Cyberdark monster. You can only use this effect of Cyberdark Inferno once per turn. Okay. This card, if this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can add 1 Polymerization spell card or Fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so basically not only is this a potential field spell to make your, I'm sorry, not potential field spell, but not only is it a field spell that can potentially make your Cyberdark monsters immune to card effects, at least that's what I'm gathering anyway. It's also a field spell that if it's destroyed by card effect, which, what other way is there to destroy a fucking field spell? You can either add 1 Polymerization or 1 other Fusion spell card. So basically this card, when destroyed, it gives you a free Fusion spell card. Polymerization, Fusion Bond, you know, just Cyberdark Impact. It's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I can see this being a troubling, very troublesome build spell in certain decks. Especially if they involve not only fucking Link monsters, but Fusion monsters. While the first couple of parts of its effect work well with Cyberdark monsters, the last part of its effect, not so much. This is literally a card that you can throw into almost any Fusion-based deck. From what I'm gathering anyway. Okay, so moving on, we have Cyberdark Cannon. It is a level 3. Holy shit. It is a level 3 dragon type dark attribute monster with 1600 attack, 800 defense. So this is definitely one of the more stronger Cyberdark cards in the set. Attack point wise anyway. If this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped with a monster, you can draw 1 card. You can only use each of these effects of cyberdark cannon once per turn. The first effect, you can discard this card, add one cyberdark machine monster from your deck to your hand. The second effect is if a monster this card is equipped to battles. Okay, if a monster this card is equipped to battles. During damage calculation, you can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. The last part of that effect is a little confusing. I guess in a way, it's kind of helps speeds up the process. Like say if you have cyberdark impact in your hand, you have a couple of the required cards for at least Dark Dragon. You need to send that last one there, just so you can use, cyberdark impact to fusion summon. I don't know. Maybe the effect for that card could have been made better if, like, say, when you sent the card to the graveyard, the monster that this card's equipped to gain that monster's attack points, or 500 attack points, something along that lines. Like, make it a little bit better, Konami. Shit. God damn, you giving us these fucking cards, and you giving them fucking dumbed down effects. Like, what the hell kind of shit is that? I gotta put on there, when a monster of this card is equipped to battles during damage calculation, you can send one monster card from your deck to the graveyard to gain, and by doing so, the monster this card is equipped to gains like 500 attack points during damage calculation. Like, what the fuck? Phew. Like, do we need to give you a fucking handbook with lots of fucking pictures to demonstrate shit? Like, damn! Make cards better! Shit. So, sorry about that. So, moving on, we have cyberdark Claw, and I do apologize, guys. Yes, I have my hand up to see how long this video is running. Sorry this video is running a little long, so there definitely is going to be a part 3 to this series. What I get for rambling so much. But again, if I wouldn't be given reasons to ramble, just kind of stress something, the video wouldn't go this long. Plus, I kind of got to keep you guys entertained a little bit, don't I? Oh, shit. So, moving on. The next monster to talk about, as far as the new support goes, is Cyberdark Claw. This is a level 3 dark attribute dragon type monster, 1600 attack, 800 defense. So at least, with the new support, we've gotten a couple monsters that are a little bit stronger in the Cyberdark family now. Plus they're dragon types, so it really helps with Cyberdark Horn, Kill, and Edge. If you do have to summon those, you got those in your graveyard. Hey, fuck it, might as well use them. So if this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can target one Cyberdark monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use one of each of these effects of Cyberdark Claw once per turn. The first effect, you can discard this card, add one Cyberdark spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so that really helps with getting out like Cyberdark Impact if you want to make a real quick fusion summoning of Cyberdark Dragon. The second effect is if a monster of this card is equipped to battles during damage calculation, you can send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. There we go. There we fucking go. Now that I've actually read that portion of effect, I might have to take back some of my comments about the last one, because now I can see the reason for those effects. you know, if you're sending a monster from your deck or your extra deck to your graveyard, you're more than likely doing it for either Cyber Dark Dragon or Cyber Darkness Dragon to help give them those extra attack points. So, okay, now I can see that. I might have to retract my last statement about Cyber Dark Cannon a little bit, but even then, the effects can still be made better by, like, saying, and by doing so, the monster equipped with this card gains 500 attack points during damage calculation only. That's just my thought on it, but, you know, still. So the last monster, the last card to talk about for this video with the Cyber Dark cards is the new boss monster for Cyber Dark. It is, of course, Cyber Darkness Dragon. He is a level 10 dark attribute machine type fusion monster with stock 2k 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Alright, he requires 5 Cyber Dark monsters in order to summon him. 5 Cyber Dark effect monsters must first be fusion summoned. Okay, so this isn't necessarily saying the card can't be special summoned from like the graveyard or something, but it has to be fusion summoned first. So that's a plus already. If this card is special summoned, you can equip 1 dragon or machine type monster from your graveyard to this card. This card gains attack equal to the original attack of the equipped monster. I'm sorry, of the monster equipped to it by this effect. Sorry. So, I mean, right there, again, if you got a 4,000 beat stick, 4,500 beat stick, even a 5,000 beat stick in your graveyard, this card already has 2,000 attack points, and you're just giving it, like, fucking attack points out the ass at that point. Like, literally out the fucking ass. I'm going to get into the last what I was about to say here in a minute, and then we'll wrap up this video. Sorry that it's like a 30-minute video. Okay, so when your opponent activates a card or effect, and this portion of it is a quick effect, you can send 1 equipped card you control to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Okay, so it also has some back row destruction to it as well. It's not too bad, not too shabby. What I was going to say, I'm going to say this and then we're going to wrap up this video, is that, you know, I can understand where people are coming from by saying that, you know, these cards will never be on a competitive scene. However, I have to kind of disagree with that as well, because again, if the deck is made properly, this deck has a lot of potential to become very competitive. Especially with the fact that now we have a boss monster for Cyber Darks coming stock with 2,000 attack points, and can gain the full original attack points of any dragon or machine type monster equipped to it. So, I mean, this deck, honestly, just to put this out there, yes, you have to run, you know, maybe Power Bond and or Polymerization in the deck in order to get into Cyber Darkness Dragon. But either way, this deck has a lot of potential to be an OTK style of deck. Plain and fucking simple. Especially if you're able to fusion summon this card using Power Bond. You know, right there you're doubling its attack, and then you're equipping a high attack power monster to it. Now, of course, there's a lot of work it goes into getting that high attack point monster into the graveyard. But again, if the deck is built correctly, it'll literally be nothing. I look forward to seeing my buddy Derek build this deck and seeing what he does with it. As I've stated before, me and him do not follow conventional deck building patterns. We make decks our own in some fucking way. And knowing him, he will achieve this. He will fucking achieve it. Sorry. So that's it for this video. Again, I apologize that this video ran a little over time. I definitely do try to keep them under 20 minutes, but if I've got a lot to rant about in certain cases, then I will do so, which unfortunately causes for a longer video. But again, hopefully it keeps you guys entertained. So that's it for this video. Following the completion of this video, I'm going straight in to video number 3 in this set, which will be on the new support cards for Red Eyes Black Dragon. Hopefully, this video won't go over 20 minutes, or at least over 25. So, until next time, guys, this is your boy Dragon Master signing off. I will see you in the next video. Peace.